So within this lesson, we're going to add in a new slide. So we're going to add in this 3D photo effect both sides. And that's just over here. And we've got 3D photo effect both sides. So this is this first one here. So you can also do a left side or you could do a right side. So all I did is select this one, add slide, and now it's within my video. And here I'm selecting it. So I've got 4 text areas. I've added in some text here, images, and the good thing about the gallery, it's got that YouTube icon. So again, it's really neat that it does have these useful icons that you might be using on a regular basis, and they're just simply available right within the video. So I'm going to just make that, and the way to work with that YouTube, so I've got it there as well. I'm just going to clear that one, and I'm going to keep it within here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video in order to edit this icon, to reposition it and get it to looking the way that I want it to look. So maybe I'm going to move that down a little bit, and now I'm going to go over to the background. And you see that we can enable or disable the background, and then we also have some colors for the background. So we want to keep it, we might want to make it black, and you can see these arrows are functioning a little bit more. So again, you do see this kind of reflective part. So I'm going to go back to there, and I'm going to update that image. So I'm going to go back to playing that preview video. And maybe what I'll do as well, I'm going to make that YouTube a little bit smaller, just so it fits in a little bit better. And as you can see, you do have that ability to rotate it, which is coming in useful for this animation, and maybe just make it bigger as well. So again, a lot of times you can just use it right out of the box, but for this one, I wanted to kind of have it go across the entire screen there, and just going to rotate it. Now going back to image 1, and now this is where I can add in an image from my gallery. Just added in that one, so that was my default image. So as we can see here, promotional videos and presentations and more. I might have to actually move that one down a little bit, and we do see that it's got this kind of really cool reflective option down here. And so now I got to pause on there and move it down, because this image exactly wasn't as centered as I wanted it to be. So again, that's what these buttons here are for, to move it around. And then lastly, for animation, this one doesn't have any options for animation. As you can see, there's already an animation applied to it. So this gives me what I needed to do with my video, and as I can see here, I've got some additional options for a slide delay or an end delay. So all this is going to do, if I do an end delay there, so I'm going to put 10 seconds end delay, and you see what happens here with the video. It slows it down. It's going to actually make it longer here in the timeline. So my end delay now is going to be additional 16 seconds that wasn't there before, and you can see with the end delay, that's got this delay of going through that 16 seconds, and then before it hits the next slide, it's going to do that that delay. So oftentimes you could just take the defaults, because this is good enough to get those messages across, but you can also do a slide delay here in the beginning, and that will delay the slide between when it starts out there. So it's going to be the same thing as the end delay, but it's just going to work on the opposite side and doing the same thing where it's going to affect the length of the video there. And the other really cool thing about it is that if you want to duplicate a slide, all you have to do is click this, and this actually duplicates that slide over, and I can drag it on my timeline here and place it wherever I want to place it. So here I've duplicated this slide, and I can go into it, and I can re-customize it. So if I want to reuse some of these elements and effects, I can reuse them. Or if I want to create entirely different slide or update it, I can do that as well. If I've got images that I've used that I liked and I want to keep reusing them, again, really easy to do. Just do that duplicate, And if I duplicate something and if I don't like it anymore, I can always remove it out.